Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a brand new Moonfun video where today I'll be actually covering some insane news which is years in the making, and XLM Stellar Lumens has just released this, which is very exciting. And also I'll be covering the market conditions and the XLM Stellar Lumens price at the end of the video. So this is going to be an absolutely jam-packed video, so make sure you watch till the end. Also guys, I am doing a giveaway on the channel. I'll be giving away $50 worth of XLM Stellar Lumens. All you need to do to enter is like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. I will be announcing the winner at 3,000 subscribers. We are growing pretty fast, so that will be very soon. Also guys, make sure you join the Discord group because we have live discussions and price analysis on the Discord, so you don't want to miss out on that. Make sure you join. Link is down in the description. Anyways guys, this is the big news. XLM Stellar has just released Horizon 2.0, and this has been years in the making. It lets people deploy Horizon with fewer resources, and I'll go into much more detail in just a few moments, but people can download and view the full release notes on the GitHub of Stellar and they can start running Horizon. Essentially guys, if you actually dig a bit deeper into this, I'll actually explain what it means for XLM Stellar and why it's so good. So essentially what Horizon 2.0 is doing is it's helping large organizations and small developers to deploy Horizon with fewer resources, under looser constraints, and with far more flexibility than ever before. And this is very important guys, because this will make the Stellar platform much more attractive to these organizations, okay? And this is very key in increasing the adoption for the Stellar platform. Essentially guys, I made a video just a few weeks back where one of the companies who actually adopted Stellar said that they compared the Stellar platform with other blockchains and they actually decided that Stellar was the best. And that was before Horizon 2.0 guys. So with Horizon 2.0, it's just going to bring many more developers and organizations to Stellar so that they can start developing on the platform, because now it's much easier to do so. So guys, you might be wondering what was so bad before. Well, essentially in the past you needed to run a Stellar core node to deploy Horizon, and this actually burdened developers and organizations because you needed heavy disk-based requirements and careful configuration was needed by the Stellar core. Now guys, all of this actually increases the time it takes to develop, because if careful configuration is needed, it will actually take many more developers to actually try and get it to work, and it will just be a tedious process. And also guys, the old architecture's complexity did not make sense for a lot of use cases, so a lot of developers might have not needed such a big architecture in the system for their use case. They might have needed like a light version which was not available, but now because of Horizon 2.0, what they can do is they can essentially do two things to get Horizon running. They can run a validator which actually lets them participate in improving the network health of Stellar, or they can just run Horizon, which actually helps them find out what happened on their blockchain. And essentially the problem this is solving is, if you actually scroll down, is this guys, because if you compare the new with the old, there's a lot more going on here, where essentially in the past the process was very complicated because it needed hundreds of gigabytes of data for Horizon to actually start working. And obviously if they lost that data or it got corrupted, this would lead to a very big downtime for these organizations and developers, which is not ideal in the current climate. Also guys, high processing requirements and large databases were required, which not many developers or small teams have, which just pushes people away from the Stellar network. However, now what has happened is that it is a much more optimized version of Stellar core, and this actually does not have a separate core database to maintain anymore, which actually reduces the complexity to develop on the Stellar network. And guys, before it used to take weeks to complete tasks like ingestion on the network, and now it takes just over a day, which is again absolutely brilliant because it will actually decrease the time it takes to develop on the Stellar network. So even if the database is corrupted, it can easily be restored in just over a day. And guys, this is a very big thing where scaling has been actually made much easier. Before, what used to happen is if people wanted to scale, they had to basically increase the amount of Horizon instances and also the amount of core instances. Now what they've done is they can scale Horizon by itself and the core by itself as well, so they no longer need to scale both of these things at the same time, which again guys, all of these things add up up and actually make Stellar Network a much more attractive platform to build on. So just to conclude guys, Horizon 2.0 is much more optimized. Disk space requirements have been reduced by a lot. Ingestion now takes a day instead of weeks. The database can be rebuilt quickly. They don't need to manage the Stellar core by itself, and there are no database requirements, which again guys, all of this when you add it up actually makes the XLM Stellar Network much more attractive for developers and organizations to build on. And I think guys, because of this, we will probably see many more organizations and developers come into the Stellar Network and actually start using it. Now guys, you might be wondering what this means for the price of XLM and what it means for the long term of XLM Stellar Lumens. Well guys, one thing to add is that I don't think this is like the Ukraine news where we'll just see absolute price explosion, and essentially we did not see much of a price increase because of this news. Because the thing is guys, these sort of updates take months and weeks to actually start coming into fruition, right? Because now that the update is out, yes, it's absolutely brilliant, but organizations and developers actually need to start coming into the Stellar Network and start building. So this is not something which, you know, they can just dish out different products in just a day, right? They'll need, you know, months to actually develop on a new platform, use Horizon 2.0, and that will actually increase the value of the XLM Stellar Network and platform, and hopefully that will increase the price. Now guys, as you know, I'm not a financial advisor. You can lose your money if you listen to me. This is absolutely not investment advice, but these are just my opinions and what I think will happen. You guys know the drill, but let me just go into the market conditions right now. If you look at Bitcoin guys, and if you've been following my channel, you probably know already what's going on. Essentially, if you watched my video that I made just a few days ago, I told you guys that Bitcoin would retrace back to the 0.786 level because it has been using that level as retracement, and as you guys can see here, it perfectly retraced to that 786 level. If you actually go back, the 3 crashes that actually happened with Bitcoin always retraced back to the 0.786 level. So I said, you know, if that's happened in the past, it will probably happen again. And what we can see here is Bitcoin absolutely topped up at the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, and guys, that also was right at that 50k level as well. So it was absolutely insane, and I was actually live streaming while this was happening, and we were actually looking at these candles and actually looking at Bitcoin testing the 50k level. By the way guys, whoever came into the live stream, thank you so much. It was a very nice chilled out live stream and people seem to enjoy themselves, so make sure you subscribe so you know when I'm live streaming. However guys, we can see now that Bitcoin is looking for that retest at that 50k level, and I'll be interested to see what actually happens. Can Bitcoin break this and use 50k as support? We'll find out in just a few hours. However guys, I did mention something very interesting in my live stream yesterday where I talked about how this whole pattern actually ended here, and what we're seeing here is this consolidation from the crash, and this actually is a start of an absolutely new pattern. So what I said was that this might be a potential ABCD movement where we start from all the way down here. This is our A, this is our B, and this is our C, right on that 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level, and then we actually start making our move downwards and actually going for that retest on the trend line, and that will actually get us to around, you know, 41.5k or even lower if we actually decide to break this trend line and use that 40k support. So this is a potential move that Bitcoin can do, because if you look at the past, Bitcoin always actually tests the trend line. You know, the movement is absolutely insane where we see Bitcoin, you know, come down, it does not actually test the trend line, it has this move up again and it retraces back and then actually starts making his move to actually test the trend line. So I think probably we might see this ABCD pattern come into play where Bitcoin actually, you know, comes and retraces back to this trend line. So this is quite important guys to actually keep in mind. However, Bitcoin, you know, it can easily just say, okay, I have finished my crash, and it starts moving to the upside, which actually led me to actually start accumulating a bit more XLM down in these areas right here, because the worst thing that can happen for me personally is I miss out on the alt season and I don't actually grab XLM at these prices. So I have gone and accumulated some of XLM in other altcoins as well. However, I'm really interested to see what actually happens in this zone right here. Does Bitcoin get rejected and go down, or does it start making its next move to the upside? So this will be very important for the altcoins and XLM. Anyways guys, that is all for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I will be making many more videos in the future about different altcoins as well, so make sure you like and subscribe for that. If you want to enter the giveaway, make sure you like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. If you watched till the end, leave a comment down below and say XLM to $10. If you say that, I'll be absolutely amazed because you actually watched till the end. Thank you so much. And also guys, thank you so much for watching. Join the Discord and I'll actually see you in my next video.